It is a Saturday evening and you are settling into your favorite chair with a cup of tea. The television flickers, and there on the screen is one of the great voices of your life. A man or woman whose songs filled your kitchen, your car, your first dance, maybe even your wedding. The lights come up, the band kicks in, and then something happens that makes you lean forward a little. The voice cracks, the breath runs short. The singer reaches for a note that used to come easy and grabs something else instead. You feel a small tug in your chest. Not pity, something more complicated. Loyalty, maybe, or the quiet ache of watching time do its work. Here is the truth most folks will not say out loud. The human voice is an instrument made of muscle and breath and bone, and like every other part of us, it ages. The marvel is not that these legends struggle now. The marvel is that they still walk onto a stage at all. Today I want to walk you through 15 legendary singers who, by many accounts, have found it harder and harder to finish a full show. This is not a roast. It is a tribute, honestly told. If you want the longer written version of this list with extra background, it is in the link in the description. I will not bring it up again. Let us begin with Bob Dylan.
Say you are my friend. When I was down, you just stood there.
Now, in his 80s, Dylan has been on what folks call the never-ending tour for decades. His voice was never a smooth, polished thing, but in recent years, it has grown rougher and quieter. He often sits at the piano now rather than standing center stage, and many concert-goers say the songs are nearly unrecognizable until the chorus lands.
I know that evening's above, as we turn his hand, vanished from my hand.
Yet he keeps going night after night in small theaters and casino ballrooms, a working musician to the bone. That stubborn devotion to the road is its own kind of poetry. Number 2 is Paul McCartney.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
Sir Paul is in his 80s now, and he still plays shows that run close to 3 hours. 3 hours, folks. Most men half his age could not manage it. But longtime fans have noticed the high notes in songs like Hey Jude and Maybe I'm Amazed sit lower than they used to, and he leans on the crowd to carry the big finishes. He's honest about it on stage, often laughing about his age between songs. That honesty is part of why folks still buy tickets.
Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You were made to.
The third name is Mick Jagger. Mick is somehow still strutting across stadium stages in his 80s, and he is famous for the miles he covers during a single Rolling Stones show. But anyone who has watched closely knows the band takes more breaks between songs now, and certain numbers are pitched down a step or two to keep them in his range.
Stop me up. Stop me up, I'll never stop. Stop me up.
He paces himself like a long-distance runner, saving the big moments for when the crowd needs them most.
I've been hanging on so long. I've been sleeping all alone. I want just you.
Fourth on the list is Rod Stewart.
I made the first class
That sandpaper rasp made him a household name, and he is still touring, still wearing those bright jackets, still kicking soccer balls into the crowd. But Rod has been open in interviews about throat troubles over the years, and shows have occasionally been cut short or postponed.
It's a high, nothing but a high.
Folks who saw him in his prime say the spirit is fully there, even when the voice needs a little help from the backing singers around him.
Good fortune be with you, your guiding light be strong.
Number 5 is Stevie Nicks.
I've been afraid of changing 'cause
The witchy queen of Fleetwood Mac is now in her late 70s, and her voice has deepened into something smokier and more fragile. She often holds the microphone close and lets the band swell behind her on the choruses. The twirls are shorter now, the shawls heavier, but when she sings Landslide and looks out at a quiet arena, grown men still cry. Some things age does not touch. The sixth is Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy has faced years of serious health troubles, including a bad fall, spinal surgery, and a Parkinson's diagnosis he shared openly with the public. He has had to cancel tours and step back from full performances, though he has spoken about his hope to sing again in some form. For a man who has lived as hard as he has, the fact that he still wants to face a crowd at all is, frankly, remarkable. Number 7 is Elton John. Sir Elton played his farewell tour over several years and finally stepped away from the road. Late in that run, you could hear his voice settling into a lower, warmer register, and he played the piano sitting down, of course, taking longer to walk on and off.
And can you feel the love tonight?
He has been candid about hip surgery and the toll the road took on his body. Knowing when to bow out gracefully is a gift in itself.
God only knows what I'd be without you.
The eighth name is Tina Turner. Tina Turner, who passed away in 2023 after a long retirement. In her final touring years, she was open about heart troubles, a stroke, and a kidney transplant. The woman who once danced in heels across stadium stages had to step away for her health, and she did it with dignity. She is on this list because, even at the end of her touring life, she pushed her body further than almost anyone of her generation. Number 9 is Willie Nelson.
Well, you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind.
Willie is in his 90s now and still climbing onto the tour bus. His voice is thinned, his guitar trigger looks held together by hope and tape, and his shows are shorter than they used to be. But he still hits the road with his family band, and folks line up to see him because Willie on a bad night is still Willie. There is a kind of grace in watching a man do what he loves until the very end.
Proud to be an Opie from the school.
The 10th is Joni Mitchell.
And you leave them laughing when you go, and if you care.
After a brain aneurysm in 2015, many feared Joni would never sing again. She has since returned to the stage in special seated performances, often joined by friends like Brandi Carlile, who help carry the songs. Her voice is lower and more cautious now, but the phrasing, that famous Joni phrasing, is still there. Watching her sing both sides now in her late 70s has moved entire audiences to silence.
They only block the sun.
About 2/3 of the way through, I want to pause and say this. If you enjoy the way we talk about these legends here, consider subscribing and joining our community. I read your comments, and I often turn your questions and memories into future videos. It is the closest thing to sitting around a kitchen table swapping stories that the internet allows. Now on with the list. Number 11 is Neil Young.
And now it's getting late. The moon is climbing high.
Neil is in his late 70s and has been honest about back trouble, polio he had as a child, and the toll of decades of touring. His voice still has that high, lonesome quiver, but shows are shorter now and seated acoustic sets have become more common. He saves the electric thunder for nights when his body cooperates. And on those nights, folks say he still sounds like a thunderstorm rolling in. The 12th is Diana Ross.
And baby, every time you touch me, I become a hero.
Miss Ross is in her 80s and still performs in select cities and residencies. The gowns are still glorious, the smile still wide, but the vocal acrobatics of her Supremes days have softened into something more conversational.
It will lift you up when that's all you need.
She often lets the band stretch out, lets the audience sing along on the famous lines, and turns the show into a warm gathering rather than a vocal showcase. It works. Number 13 is Tom Jones.
It's not unusual to have fun with anyone.
The Welsh Thunderbolt is in his 80s now, and somehow that powerful baritone still rumbles. But friends and reviewers have noted that he takes more breaks, sits for portions of the show, and chooses his big notes carefully. He has been refreshingly honest about getting older in interviews, saying plainly that he sings what his voice can sing today, not what it could sing in 1968. That is a healthy attitude for any of us.
But I won't crumble with you if you fall.
The 14th is Cher. Cher is in her late 70s and has done several so-called farewell tours over the decades, which has become a running joke even she enjoys. Her shows lean heavily on costume changes, dance routines, and pre-recorded backing tracks, which lets her save her voice for the moments that matter most. The fans do not mind. They come for the spectacle and the lifetime of hits, and Cher delivers both. And number 15 is Barbra Streisand. Barbra has rarely toured in recent decades, and she has spoken openly about stage fright and about protecting her voice. When she does perform, it is in a small number of carefully chosen shows, often with full orchestras and long pauses between songs. She is on this list not because she struggles to finish a show, but because, by her own choice, she now finishes very few of them at all. There is wisdom in knowing your limits. So, there you have it. 15 legendary singers whose bodies and voices are showing the years, and who keep stepping into the light anyway. The honest truth is that the music business sells youth, so there is no money in celebrating folks who have grown old in front of us. But you and I know better. We know what those voices gave us, and we know that a cracked note from a beloved singer is worth more than a perfect note from a stranger. This week, if one of these names stirred something in you, pull out an old album or cue up a live recording from their prime and just listen. This month, maybe pass that record along to a grandchild or a younger friend so the music carries forward. Now, I have a question for you. Which aging legend have you seen in concert in recent years? And how did it feel to hear that voice again? Leave it in the comments. I read everyone. Next time, I want to talk about the legendary frontmen who walked away at exactly the right moment, while they still had every note. Until then, take care of yourself. Take care of the folks around you, and keep the music playing in your kitchen on a Saturday evening.